I know you sort of touched on it, and I also was listening to Chief Body George earlier, also talking about your party doing a post-mortem and reviewing, where it went wrong and what went wrong with the election. But he also talked about whether or not he would want. He said, look, he's not at that age. He's not looking to work, in government anymore. But do you see your party being open? And I know that right now there's still a lot of disappointment around the Supreme Court judgment, but is your party open to work with this administration if the administration does reach out to them?
I cannot speak for my party, so they've got agents in place. And so it will amount to fraud for me to come here and represent myself as speaking for the People's Democratic Party. What you'll have to do is you'll have to invite them to this program and ask somebody from the party.
All right, so what lessons can we learn from all of this, whether it's the election, whether it's the court ruling, the appeal court cases, the petitions being filed, the Supreme Court, issues around the certificate forgery controversy? What lessons can we learn from all of this?
What lessons we can learn? Well, one of that is that politics is war by other means. So you use the word civil. Let's have a civil conversation. Politics is civil, will I say, polite war, it's diplomatic war. And so you've got to be moved by logic. You've got to be directed and controlled by logic. You cannot be moved by emotion. You have to be objective. You've got to have a goal, and then you've got to pursue that goal logically, rationally, with logic, with the laws. Now, in pursuing that goal, you can use emotion to work on people, the public, the masses, the grassroots. You can whip them up with emotion, but you, as a person, you cannot get high on your own emotion. You've got to be logic. So you use it to whip up your base, to whip support your base, to strengthen your base, to energize your base, to bring them together. But then you do not start believing, all of those things that you're saying. Focus on the laws, focus on the logic, focus on reason, on rationale. So it's just like, for instance, during war, you paint your opponent and say, your opponent is this, your opponent is that. You dehumanize your opponent. All of that is just so that you want to build morale with your troops. But then at the end of the day, you don't go back and say, okay, yes, I said that my opponent is a coward. My opponents, they fight like women. And then you start to believe that, and then you don't prepare. And then you begin to be lackadaisical. You will be defeated. You use that to build morale, but then you do not get high on your own propaganda. That's what I would say that we should learn from this election cycle.